All right, so I want to walk you through a couple of steps here. There's some really powerful tools in Photoshop to look at a pattern and see how that's going to repeat out. I'm going to start with offset. So what offset does is it's a filter up here where you can go filter, other, offset, and you can put in an amount. I think it's helpful to remember what amount you put in so that you can undo it. And you can see immediately if there's an issue where something doesn't quite line up. This often happens if you scan something a little crooked. So I can say, all right, there's a little issue right there. This is working with a hand-drawn separation, so there's always a little bit of imperfection, right? So I can just shift that over. And if there's any little gap in there, I can always color that in with pencil or actually a little bit more. There we go. If there's any little gap that doesn't quite make sense, I can edit that manually and I'll know that it will line up. So once I finish making my adjustment, I can go back to offset. So then filter, offset, and I can offset it back by putting it in positive 1000. And with this feature, you're going to want to do offset it back every single time. I probably would do that after I fixed up the little edge business, but at least now I know for sure this is going to line up when I repeat it out. So that's just like a good way to just kind of trim up a design that works manually, but you want to make sure that if you're scanning it and coloring it digitally, that the transparencies do actually tile out perfectly, because why not? There's another feature that Photoshop has that's maybe a little bit too powerful, but it's amazing. But I still think it's really important to learn how these patterns work by designing patterns by hand. But I'll show you how the powerful Photoshop option works. So it's right here under View Pattern Preview. So this is going to show you what your pattern is going to look like. Okay, so that's pretty exciting. But in addition to showing you how your pattern will translate, it also gives you the power to edit your pattern. So for example, say you realize you have, I don't know, an odd little gap right there. We can paste something in going off the edge and it will automatically have it coming in to the top edge. So let me go ahead and look at this cross right here. I think that it would actually fit better if it was just turned a little bit. So what I can do here is I can take the magic wand lasso, polygonal lasso, and just select the shape that I want to make a change to. Right? And I'll go under here to edit, free transform. And now I have option, don't know. Oh, see, check this out. So it selected both top and the bottom. So when I transform it, it's gonna do this. Oh boy. Okay, cool. That's pretty cool. So hang on. Let's revisit this idea. Fascinating. Let me just move it, right? So let's go with a simple nudge here. So I can actually shift that over a little bit. I can do a free transform now. Now that it's fully on the page, turn it here and then put it back in place. So if I just want a little bit more angle there, I can do that. And it will automatically connect it at the top element. So that's pretty exciting. So that's a pattern preview. So that's View, Pattern Preview. And then the other one we showed you was Filter, Other, Offset. So both of those are tools you can use to kind of help see and preview what your pattern is going to look like once it's repeated outward. Thank you.